welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to get straight to the important question. Who do you want to fight next? Kamaru, you got me okay?
You got... yes, I got you.
All right. Well, we just chatted a little bit. Of course, thank you for joining us. We talked a little bit about your big win, your big knockout. But the question is, I'm jumping right to it. Who do you want to fight next?
It's a good question. It's one of those situations to where I've kind of been through each and every guy, and at the top right now, it's you got to find that guy. As scary as it is, as you know, just anxiety filled as that is, but that's what keeps us alive. It's that next guy that's gonna make you go, oh, you know, I feel something. I got to get up. I got to train. I got to really get motivated and go out there and face my fears again and go out there and defeat them. And right now, I really don't truly see any one of those guys. I think I've kind of come through the division, and I've kind of ripped through these guys one by one. And right now, it's just a matter of me getting motivated again to do it all over again.
So, Kamaru, speaking of motivation, you said right after the Masvidal fight that you thanked him for really scaring you into being fully motivated for that fight. So going in, did you have any thought anywhere in the very back of your mind, I'm going to knock out a guy who's never been knocked out before?
Absolutely. I think it's one of those after the first fight, obviously just I wasn't satisfied, and you guys played a role in that. I know you guys might not think we see this, but we see this. I see this. I seen you guys debate this. I see you guys had him on the show when he was talking, jiving and doing all this, talking about he was going to do this and baptize me and do all of that. And you guys went right along with it. Yeah, you know, okay.
Not
okay,
me.
You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. And he went out there, and that the results didn't materialize. And I feel like people kind of was a little let down because people really wanted a definitive closure to that chapter. And I didn't feel that myself. I didn't feel like I really put that stamp on it. And so that's why I said it. I wanted it again. I wanted to right that wrong. I don't want to leave a fight feeling like I didn't get in the fight. I trained to be in a fight, to get out there and feel that violence. I trained for that, and I didn't feel it through the first one, which is why we had to do it all over again. And I think this time I put that stamp on it. I let him know that you said you wanted violence, and I gave you some violence.
So you weren't at all surprised that your right hand got completely through, landed flush on his jaw, and knocked the man cold?
Yeah, I think I've been training it. I know I'm starting to get better, and that's what I say to these guys. I'm really starting to find my stride and start to grow as a mixed martial artist, grow within my skills, but just grow mentally. Because by the time you step in there, a large part of it is not necessarily, you know, physically what you train. It's mentally how you train, because I don't just play the skills. I play the man. And at this point, I'm still growing, and I'm starting to hit that stride. And my right hand, if it touch you, it'll definitely turn the lights out.
Kamaru, you look at it, but the thing is about knocking someone out, you have to open yourself up. You have to become vulnerable. And with your skills as a wrestler, you feel you can take anyone down and then, you know, stall them out in that aspect. So in order for you to land that punch, you had to open yourself up. But I watched something that you did. He said he thought you was going to shoot a takedown, and he underestimated you. But you knocked his right hand down with your left glove, because where you expected him to throw something back, because when you throw a punch, you leave yourself open to receive a punch.
Absolutely. He's very crafty. He's a very skilled guy, which is why no one is able to ever
punch.
Absolutely. He's very crafty. He's a very skilled guy, which is why no one is ever been able to do that to him like that. He's very well versed and skilled. And in the first round, he kind of showed me that. His reflexes are very, very quick. He's kind of like a boxer. He likes to roll and roll punches off his chin. And I saw that. And we trained for that with my coach, Trevor Whitman. That's one of the things that we worked on is going through him. Everything that I wanted to throw is technically sound, but I want to get through him. I want to let him know that I'm just every punch is with bad intentions. And in that one, I kind of set him up we started flowing after that first round. I let that rush go, and I said, "All right, it's time to get gritty. It's time to get down to it." And I was ready to bang at that point. And so whatever he was going to throw at me, I was going to take it. And I'm coming with heavy shots and basically letting him know right now that you need to respect what I do on my feet as well as the takedowns as well. And I showed him a lot of takedowns in that first round. I kept showing it to him and showing it to him. And so it programs in the mind, and you think that's what I'm going to do. And then I come over the top with the right hand, and that's good night.
So you decided that you were going to sit down on all your punches. Like, you're going to feel every punch that I throw. It's not the tap, the kick, okay, he's tapping me, but he's really going to try and take me down. You're like, I'm sitting down on these punches. I'm trying to get you out of here, bro.
Absolutely. I needed to get him out of there. I didn't feel like the people would have been satisfied if I just went out there and put a 5-round beating on him. The people would not be satisfied with that. People want someone's head. They either want my head, which the majority of them did. They wanted my head, or it had to be his head. And that one, I had to go out there and definitely knock his head off in order for the people to walk away from that feeling satisfied.
So back to future opponents. Is Conor McGregor even a possibility for you? And if it did materialize, what would happen?
Get him, Kamaru. Get him.
I say this with all humbleness. It's not a possibility. And that's not on my part. I've showed, I've let people know that I'm ready for anybody, anytime, anywhere. And Conor, that's not a possibility because I've offered him the fight before. And the first time, my fight with Masvidal was over the whole last year. They were trying to put that fight together, and it wasn't coming to fruition. It just wasn't materializing. And Conor ran his mouth a little bit, said that 170 belt is looking good to him. And I said, here you go. Come get it. I'm giving you the shot. Masvidal don't want to fight. It's your shot. You can go on my Twitter and look at my Twitter timeline. It was one, I tweeted him and I said, you have the shot. Conor, if you want it, come get it. He was radio silence.
So
a couple of days he went radio silence. He went a couple of days. I didn't see him tweet. I didn't hear nothing from him.
So are you saying Conor McGregor is afraid of you?
At the end of the day, I'm not going to use that word afraid, but I think Conor is a very smart man and resourceful man, and he knows his ability, and he knows if I'm gonna walk into a cage with a lion, that lion about to do something to me. So you know what? I'm gonna stand outside the cage and I'm gonna make fun and I'm gonna talk to the lion.
He just want to rattle the cage. He don't want to get in the cage, huh? He want to rattle the cage.
He want to rattle the cage. He want to stand on the outside and shake the cage and back up, shake the cage and back up. He don't want to get inside and close the cage door and see what's going to happen. He don't want to do that.
Kamaru, there's a lot said about pound for pound. Khabib, that might be an interesting fight. Would that be a fight you would take? But the pound for pound, where do you think you stand? John Jones hadn't fought in over a year. Khabib hadn't fought in a long period of time. I think it's a two-man race, two-man-woman race between you and Amanda Nunes. Where do you think you should be ranked on that pound-for-pound list?
I think so, too. I think Amanda Nunes is a phenomenal champion, and she's shown, two-division champion, doing her thing back and forth, defending those belts. She's probably, right now, I would say, the greatest female fighter we've ever seen.
Yes, I would agree.
As far as myself, I think right now, pound for pound, I am the best in the world. Minus the absence of Khabib, I am the best in the world. John hadn't fought in a long time, which big respect to John. John, overall, career-wise, what John has done, phenomenal. You can't dispute that. But right now, pound for pound in the world, I can get it done everywhere, every aspect of the sport, I can get it done. And in my whole career, I could count on one hand how many rounds you could say, that was close. He might have lost that one. I could count on one hand. So I don't believe anybody dominates like myself. And that's why I said it. I'm so far ahead of these guys. These guys got to show me something now. They got to show me something. They got to let me know, hey, you can fight me. I'm ready now to challenge you. I'm ready to step in there and challenge you. So these guys need to show me something.
So one last question. You did grow up in Dallas, Texas. Are the Cowboys going to next year's Super Bowl?
Wow, Skip, why you going to do that to me?
I got to know.
Going to do that. I knew Skip was going to. Skip, you can't do that to me. You putting me in a situation right now. You can't do that to me. I love the Cowboys. Oh, man, the Cowboys, I grew up watching them. the things that Jerry Jones has done with that team, good or bad, that they've definitely made the Cowboys a household name. So, you know, my heart and love will always be with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But
I think that's a big no. So
no, exactly.
That's a roundabout way.
Whoa, Skip! I didn't say that, Skip. Don't put that on me now. Don't put that on me, Skip.
We need that Conor McGregor fight.
Yep.
I need you to beat the brakes off it.
Oh, Kamaru. That was it. You ask him about the Cowboys, Skip, and he's done. That's just how it works. Oh, he's back. Kamaru.